Can you go on a hot spring trip with my daughter?
What? One day in November, as the weather was getting colder towards the end of the year, I was surprised to hear a comment from the president of a major manufacturer with whom I have a close business relationship.
It's my daughter's birthday soon. Every year, I ask her what she wants. And this year, she wants to take a relaxing trip to a hot spring. But I'm worried about letting her go alone. I really wish I could go with her, but...
I suppose it's difficult for him to take days off at this time of the year as the president. Incidentally, I'm planning to take about a week off, and I was just talking about that to him. I guess that's why he thought of me. I shouldn't have talked about unnecessary stuff. If that's the case, I'll go.
Oh, thank you. I know I can trust you. Don't worry, I'll pay for your trip.
And this guy who's putting a fake smile on is Yasushi Katsura, a boring salesman, 30 years old. I have known the president for several years now. He must have made that offer to me because he has a certain level of trust in me.
Excuse me, I'm here because I was called?
One woman enters the president's office with a discreet knock. She's quite pretty.
Oh, Hotane. Let me introduce you to him. He is Yasushi-kun. This is Hotane Himekawa. She's my proud daughter. How do you like her? If I may say so myself, isn't she pretty?
The president introduced both of us to each other. Apparently, she's now working in the accounting department of his company.
Hotane, he agreed to accompany you on your trip, so say hello to him.
Why did you...
Huh? Did she mumble something?
I see. Well then, thank you for your help.
I winced a little at her expression and voice that didn't seem very welcoming.
Well then, have fun on your 3-day trip to Hokkaido!
Hokkaido? 1 week later, the day of our trip to Hokkaido came. The destination is Noboribetsu Hot Springs. Oh man, this day has come. If I think about it, she's the boss's daughter, and it's like I'm hired to entertain her. Even if it's a free trip, I have to take care of her. Ugh. I had a mixed feeling before the trip even started. Looks like she's here.
The flight for New Chitose Airport is now boarding.
Just as she arrived, the boarding announcement was made.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, I'll carry your luggage.
Hey, can you really hold 2 people's luggage by yourself? Use your brain a little more. And you don't need to put on a fake smile.
She said so sharply. She was absolutely right. But did I do something wrong? Well, we managed to get on the plane, but 30 minutes have passed. No conversation whatsoever. Great. A topic. Think of a topic. Let's see. No. I can't find anything we have in common to talk about.
Sorry I got you into this.
Huh? Her unexpected words startled me, and I made a funny sound. Then she looked at me and said,
Was it Yasushi Katsura? Well then, can you make me laugh now?
Whoa, what an unreasonable request all of a sudden. Huh?
Why do you sound so unexpected? Well, because my dad said you were a funny guy, so I thought you were a comedian.
Hey, why do you look so surprised?
I'm just kidding. Well, I guess you're at least worth talking to.
Okay. Apparently, she was testing me to see how I would react.
We've got some free time until we get to Hokkaido, so tell me something embarrassing about your past.
I won't! I guess she thought I was an easy person to tease, and we continued to talk like that for a while, and the tension between us eased. Blue sky! White clouds! Oh, what a beautiful day!
Blue face and white breath. Wow, it's quite terrible, actually.
We arrived at the airport. Once we stepped outside, we found a beautiful snowy sky waiting for us. I can't stop sweating from my nose and trembling with excitement, like a true samurai.
Your nose is running and you're shivering from the cold. How could you even think of going outside in such light clothes? Ugh, don't be silly and put on your jacket quickly.
As one would expect in Hokkaido, the temperature in late November here was like the coldest day in the mainland Japan. Here, it snows at this time of the year, and depending on the frequency of snowfall, the snow can just stay all the way until spring. Therefore, you must wear proper winter clothes. It's also better to wear winter boots than sneakers to keep your feet warm. It's cold. So cold. Who is it? Who's the idiot who said he's fine and ran out of his home in autumn clothes? I'll give you a sermon.
Well, it's you. Huh? What do you mean we're taking a bus instead of renting a car?
She's glaring at me as she approaches me. Apparently, she doesn't like the idea of using a bus instead of a car. Well, I'm not used to driving on snowy roads, and it's a place I'm not familiar with, so I thought a bus would be safer.
Do you expect me to put up with such a cramped ride? And I'm already putting up with a lot of stuff.
Well, what am I supposed to do, though? Is a person from a rich family always this selfish?
Fine. I'll put up with it.
After a brief Q&A session, Hotane finally sighed with a resigned look on her face.
So the bus leaves at 2 p.m. and by reservation only, right? What are we going to do until then?
It is now 11:30 a.m. We still have more than 2 hours to spare.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's have a meal.
Okay, well, let's have some beef rice bowl or a burger. At that moment, my face got tightly gripped by a hand.
We came this far and you are with a lady. Beef rice bowl? A burger? You're joking, right?
Oh, of course it's a joke, ma'am.
In Hokkaido, you must eat seafood, right? Oh, wow, looks delicious.
In the end, even though we stepped outside for a bit, we decided to eat at the airport. To be frank, it was too cold to look for a restaurant outside, and New Chitose Airport is a famous gourmet spot. So we chose a seafood restaurant. It was expensive, but the meal was luxurious and packed with awesome seafood. How was it? You must be satisfied.
Why do you sound so proud?
After slowly finishing her meal and walking around the airport for a bit, it was finally time for the bus, so we boarded it.
I'm kind of tired from all the walking.
Otane grumbled, but we will be at Noboribetsu Hot Springs in an hour. I'll let her relax the rest of the way. We're just heading to the inn you booked for us, so I'm sure we can just take a rest now. I noticed that I had started talking to her casually now. I'm glad we've gotten used to each other.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I get car sick easily.
Whoa! Here's the medicine and a sick bag!
Finally, we're here.
After an hour-long bus ride, Hotane stretches out as if she is finally released. There weren't many people who got off the bus with us or walking around the town, probably because it was the off-season. There was also a slight smell of sulfur in the air, which gave the town the atmosphere of a hot spring resort. Since I've come all the way here, I'd like to get in the inn while taking my time to look around, but...
In this heavy snow?
Yeah, that's right. The snow was piling up much faster than expected. It seems there's no time to look around. Oh man, I even took a paid leave and came all the way here, and it's snowing so much.
Paid leave? Oh, right. You came here because my dad.
I failed to catch her biting her lips in a somewhat regretful manner.
You're being so inconsiderate. Why don't you quickly carry my stuff and walk?
What? Suddenly, she told me that with a sharp tone and a strong gaze, and I got confused by that. Because at the airport, she basically told me I was an idiot for trying to carry both of our luggage by myself. Oh, Hotane-san?
Shut up! Don't call me so casually. You came just because my dad told you to, right? Then be a proper escort and don't make me angry.
Hotane made me carry her luggage, and we managed to get to an inn that was a bit off the road. It was she who had chosen to book this inn, instead of a hotel in the middle of the town. Did I do something wrong? She still has a sour look on her face.
You are Miss Hotane Himekawa, and you have reserved one room for 2 people. Is that right?
One room? Oh no, that's not good. Is it possible to make it 2 rooms?
Please make yourself at home in this room.
Oh, what a nice room! The room was a spacious and relaxing Japanese-style room. In the end, we canceled the reservation for 2 people in the same room and got 2 separate rooms. But I wonder why? She reserved only 1 room for 2 people. Oh, whatever. Anyway, now I can relax until I get home. First of all, I should get in a hot spring to warm up my cold body. Noboribetsu Hot Springs is a hot spring resort with 9 different types of hot springs. It would be interesting to compare the different types. It would be nice to take an open-air bath and watch the snow as well. Anyway, let's head straight to the hot spring. At that moment, I heard a woman's angry voice.
What the hell is this? Are you kidding me? The room was not cleaned properly, and there's garbage left by a previous guest in the corner of the room. What's going on?
When I went out into the hallway, I found Hotane with an angry look on her face, and who appeared to be the manager apologizing with her head bowed.
I'm very sorry. We will change your room immediately. That's not the point. You are in the service industry. What is this service? That's what I'm asking. Are you the manager? How are you training your staff? They can't even clean properly. I'm truly sorry.
Wait a minute, what the hell happened? I intervened between the 2 of them.
Everything is wrong. I'm asking her why she would make a guest stay in such a messy room.
But she's apologizing properly. If you're an adult, you should be more forgiving.
Shut up! You were only told by my dad to come with me. It's none of your business. What the hell? Why did it turn out this way? Everything is going wrong. And you really went out of your way just to make me feel bad? Why did you agree to come? What are you going to do about this?
What did you mean by that? I was so angry at her for being so selfish and screaming around. Enough!
Huh?
Enough with your selfishness! If you have something to say it to your dad. Don't get pissed off at stupid things and cause trouble to the people around you. If you think you can do whatever you want, you're wrong. If you're an adult, think properly before you do things.
Sorry, madame.
Huh? Before we knew, all the guests were gathered around us, and a well-built man who looked like a young master of the inn was glaring at us.
Sorry, but you have to leave.
And so we were kicked out of the inn and put under a flurry of snow. Well, it was only natural after making a fuss like that. Thank goodness it's not snowing heavily anymore. Next to me, Hotane was looking dejected. Oh, it's hard to talk to her. But we have to find a place to stay as soon as possible. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, huh? Just as I was about to talk to her, she bowed her head and apologized to me. And there were tears in her eyes. Hotane-san? You're crying?
You have every right to be angry. I got frustrated and took it out on others. I was being an asshole. Actually, I wanted to come with my dad. We're a family of just my dad and I. At first he said he would come, you know? But then he said he couldn't take a break anymore.
Oh, so that's why you only booked one room.
Then just when I thought I would go by myself, you came along. To be honest, I was really annoyed. And earlier, I remembered how annoying it all had been, so I took it out on you. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
She apologized more honestly than I expected. I was at a loss as to how to respond to her. Oh, I'm sorry for raising my voice too. Anyway, look up. I understand your situation now, but first, we need to find a place to stay. The weather was getting a little more snowy again, and we looked up.
Wait!
As I was about to walk away, she grabbed my sleeve to stop me.
I've actually never had someone get mad at me to my face like that before. I guess that's how spoiled I was growing up. So, thank you. Thank you for getting mad at me. I'll try not to cause you trouble anymore.
She looked at me and smiled gently. Now, the weather outside was unstable, with the snow repeatedly getting heavier and weaker. We went into a guest house near the inn we had been kicked out of, and asked if we could stay there. What? Only one room available?
Yes, we only open up one room during off-season. In exchange, you can enjoy the hot spring as much as you like. We've been quite troubled by this weather, you know. It would be great if you could stay since the original guests canceled their reservation. I mean, you are a couple, aren't you? You don't need 2 rooms anyways, do you?
What are we gonna do? I looked at Hotane.
I don't mind. Do you? We're just going to sleep in the same room, right? I've decided to trust you, so it's okay. You won't do anything to me, right?
Of course, I intend not to, but I'm surprised that she trusts me.
It's okay. If you try to do anything to me, I'll wrap you in a bamboo mat and force you into hibernation.
That will be a permanent hibernation. Your smile is scaring me. Anyway, Hotane gave me a permission, so we decided to stay at this guest house today. Phew! I can finally relax! I laid down in the large tatami room, which was as relaxing as the one in the previous inn. It was now 5 p.m. It's not the appropriate time or weather to look around outside anymore. I guess we'll look around the town tomorrow. Hey, why are you glancing at me?
No, it's just that I'm suddenly conscious of the fact that we're staying in the same room.
You say that now?
You really won't do anything to me, right?
Oh, if you blush like that, you make me feel nervous too. Oh, of course, I won't do anything. I really won't.
Right, I know. But what if I say you can?
What? No, I still won't do anything. I'll never do anything weird to you during this trip. I replied to her with a will of steel. Because, think about it. First, I make a move on you, right? Later, your father would find out and tell me,
You hurt my daughter.
and then my company would get a complaint from him, and I would be fired. I would end up on the street, unable to find a new job. Then I would think to myself, why did I even touch her that day? Oh, I'm so scared.
Well, you are quite imaginative.
Whoops, she was taken aback. Oh, it's so nice to take an open-air bath while looking at the snow. We decided to soak in the hot spring because we still had time until dinner, and we felt it was going to be awkward staying in the room together. The smell of sulfur is so strong. The milky white water smelled like rotten eggs. A lot of steam was coming out, probably due to the temperature difference. As I was warming up my cold body, I suddenly felt the presence of someone and turned around. Is it a monkey? Or... What?
What the? Yasushi-san?
That was Hotane, with just a towel wrapped around her body. Damn, the steam is in the way. I thought this was the man's bath.
I thought I came in the woman's bath too.
As it turns out, the changing rooms were separated by gender, but once inside, it was a mixed bath. So, why are we like this?
Shut up. We're both cold and tired, right?
And so we're soaking in the open-air bath with our backs to each other, so that we don't see each other. I see. Now I understand why only one room is available with unlimited access to the hot springs.
Hey, I need to talk to you about something.
About what?
Tomorrow, I'm thinking of going and apologize to the inn we were at earlier for the trouble I've caused them. I was wondering if you could, go with me?
Oh, that's an easy task. Okay, I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, thanks. It takes a bit of courage, but it's my fault, so...
My impression of her was improving a lot. This sake is very easy to drink and really good. Let's see what it's called. The Winter Traveler, huh? Maybe I'll buy a few bottles as souvenirs. After finishing our meal, we were relaxing and enjoying some sake.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if Dad will be pleased.
I'm sure he will be. If you don't mind, I can tell him that you miss him, you know? After I said that, she shook her head and gave me a gentle smile.
No, I'll tell him myself, because, he's my dad.
I see. That was none of my business. Forget what I said.
No, it's not like that. You're a kind person. So, can you be my friend?
What? Me?
Yeah, you. Here, have another drink.
I mean, sure, of course, my friend.
Really? Thanks! Yeah, Yasushi? If we are friends, I can call you casually, right?
Thus, we became friends, and we talked about random stuff until we fell asleep.
I'm so sorry about yesterday.
The next day, the snow had completely stopped, and Hotane went to the inn to apologize, as she had promised yesterday.
No. Please raise your head. We were at fault as well. In fact, I am very sorry that we ended up kicking you out in the snow.
We apologized to each other and left the place.
Hey, Yasushi? Where shall we stay today? I don't mind sharing a room with you again.
I'm sure any place would be open right now, but we'll stay in separate rooms today. Even though we apologized, it would be awkward for us to stay in that inn, so we started looking for another place to stay.
Why? We even took a bath together. Let's talk the night away in the same room again.
Nope, let's keep a proper distance. I mean, it was only the second day of our trip.
Congratulations on your engagement, Katsura-kun! Well, since you're going to be my son-in-law, I guess I'll call you Yasushi-kun!
A while after returning from our trip, I went to visit the president for business as usual, and there he was, with a big smile. Huh? Engagement? Who and who?
Of course, you and my daughter! Well, I didn't expect you to get so close as to take a bath together. Of course, you did that because you're thinking of marrying her, right? It's alright, Yasushi-kun. I accept you as my son.
What? How did it come to this?
Sorry. I accidentally told him about it. Then, he misinterpreted the story on his own.
Later, when I met Hotane and talked about it, that's what she told me. At this rate, I guess she also told him that we shared a room. We aren't even in a relationship though. How are we going to explain this to him?
You're right. We're not even dating yet.
By the way, did you manage to tell him you wanted to go somewhere with him?
Yep. I told him I wanted to go somewhere with him, and he said he'd do his best to make time for me. But, putting that aside, why don't we go on another trip somewhere together? It could be a hot spring or a sightseeing trip.
She smiled at me as she said that. Our story was only about to begin. My name is Yui Soma, 27 years old. I'm a businessman that works for an IT company in the city. Today, I was at a board member's wedding. He's from my client company, Magikoi Industries. Congratulations on your wedding!
Thank you. Phew, I finally got to get married at this age.
As a board member, he had many guests. There were about 100 people there.
Wait!
I was surprised at suddenly having my shoulder grabbed. When I turned around, someone I never thought would be there was there.
Why is a high school dropout, low-level dude like you here? Know your place.
Tsurukawa? What are you doing here? This is Mei Tsurukawa, my former coworker. Whenever she got the chance, she insults me by calling me a low-level high school dropout. She's a nuisance. She made a lot of annoying moves at my last job, and that doesn't seem to have changed.
I came because I'm a coworker, obviously. Beyond that, this isn't a place for high school dropouts like you.
I'm not a dropout. I told you that before.
If you're 10 years into the industry at that age, it's because you dropped out and worked part-time debugging games, right? You lying bottom feeder.
I told you that's not it. Beyond that, this isn't the place to make a scene over that.
Shut up! You're messing up the atmosphere, so leave. Drop out.
The people around her try to get in between us and hold her back, but she doesn't stop screaming.
What's going on?
An unexpected person came to mediate, and the situation changed rapidly. Sir? She's always had a lot of issues, but the biggest reason is probably the project I'm doing now. It started 6 months ago. It goes back to the kickoff meeting to officially start the project. Then, let's start with self-introductions from the members participating in this project. First, me. I'm the project manager of this project, Tsuboi. Pleasure.
Next, I'm the PMO team leader, Uki Haseda. Nice to meet you.
Then it was my turn, so I stood up and looked around at the members. I'm in charge of this project's development and the key person. I'm Yui Soma from Lovegoi Development, and...
Wait, why is a high school dropout here?
I thought I saw her in the corner, but I didn't think she would come at me here. I wanted to put my head in my hands, but I somehow kept my customer service smile on. Looking forward to working with you. For now, fighting during the self-introductions was nothing more than a nightmare, so I didn't react and sat down. Why is she here? I don't think she's doing engineering anymore, though. Because she had caused so much trouble, she was fired from her last job as an engineer. But she sat in the corner of the meeting room in her flashy suit and hair, same as before. I didn't think she would be here. The kickoff meeting ended, and I returned to the workplace that would be my office for the year. Tsuboi-san talked to me worriedly. Good work today. I'm sorry. It seems like there's some bad blood, but you had to be forced into the project. Good work to you too. Yeah, you're right. That's how she is. Do you know each other? We're former coworkers. I would be insulting her behind her back, so I didn't say anything more.
I apologize. Someone from our sales department.
It's not your fault, so don't worry about it. Beyond that, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Yes, me too.
Her name is Uki Haseda. She's one of the PMOs that will provide us with support on this project. Actually, we've known each other since we were students, and she recommended me for this project. I sat down and really took a look at the faces of the 10 or so members of this project. I'd like to discuss this project's theme once again. This project is the implementation of a new production management system and adjustments to each department for Magikoi development. This team will develop a half-renewed backbone based on our package system. From our client company, Magikoi Development, we have Managing Director Tsuboi as the one in charge, and Haseda-san. The development team members are all our members, though. This is my third project with these members, so I know them well, but I'll introduce them to Tsuboi-san. These are the key members. Looking forward to a good year.
Wait. Why are you deciding development members without the sales department?
You again? We just kicked off. What do you want? Tsurukawa clicks her heels aggressively towards Tsuboi-san.
Isn't the sales department supposed to take charge of projects involving other companies? Why are we out of the loop this time?
That applies when we're selling our own products. I'll ask you this, but have we ever called you guys when we were implementing OA devices?
What? That's a different story.
It's the same. If you understand, go.
Why are we leaving our important system in the hands of a company with a low-class high school dropouts like him?
You shut your mouth.
No, let me say it. I received unfair treatment from the company that he was at, and I was forced to quit. There's no way you can build a good partnership with a company like that. Please rethink your decision.
As that was going on, we were live streaming that conversation in our team chat room. Hey, it's Tsurukawa. She's still alive?
She hasn't changed at all. Soma-san, you're still getting picked on?
She came at me in the kickoff meeting earlier. This is the business proposal we decided on earlier.
Got it.
We were a veteran team, and we were used to these sorts of troubles. I showed the pre-approved documents. I feel bad for Tsuboi-san, but let's have him deal with her for a bit. If she comes over here, it'll be troublesome. Tsurukawa? I'm sorry, Director. Sorry to bother you. The sales department's manager jumped into the office and dragged Tsurukawa away with great force. My, how troublesome. Good work today. No, these sorts of things are part of my job too. He says that and laughs weakly. With Tsurukawa gone, everyone breathes sighs of relief and resumes their work. I think the documents are here already. And let's dig a little deeper on this.
I did look into the UI image, but could you run your eyes through it?
Oh, good work. Please make it available to the members.
Got it.
When we all checked the documents provided by her, it was much more well done than expected, and we all were left speechless. This is good. This design is easy to look at for clients, and easy to check when we implement it.
It's looking good. The front end needs big changes, but the back end just needs a few tweaks.
Agreed. Oh, but wait. Here, the infrastructure end. What should we do?
We have a budget for the server, so based on the load, we'll increase it. Or we're also thinking about making everything cloud-based.
We should keep our eyes on increased demand and think about cloud-based. That day ended after checking small details and cleaning things up. The next day, Tsuboi-san didn't come into work in the morning, and we panicked. But we did what we could. We can't make the final department decision, but we can move forward up to there. At lunchtime, an exhausted and haggard Tsuboi-san appeared in the office.
Sorry, things have gotten a bit annoying.
Huh? What happened? He was unsteady, so I hurriedly had him sit down in a chair.
Tsurukawa came at the department members to include her team.
What? Now?
I was pulled aside before I came in. In the small meeting room, it was just an endless loop of "let me in, it's not possible."
It was more than half a year ago that we picked our current members. It's true that at that time, the sales department was not involved at all. But what are the conditions?
She said to let the VP engineer that Tsurukawa looked into. They plan on taking about 30% of the budget too.
It's true that she always did whatever she wanted and caused trouble to those around her, especially to me.
Looks like the troublesome disease has reappeared again. Again? Does that mean she's always been like this?
At the very least, she was an engineer when she worked with us, but she was a repeat offender when it came to causing trouble with our customers.
What the heck?
The development members who knew Tsurukawa's past wanted to hold their heads in their hands. For now, we let Tsuboi breathe, and we returned to our work.
Soma-san, do you have a moment?
What's up?
It's about the framework being used as a base, but I thought it would be more optimal to use this one.
Let me hear you out.
Someday, when we hand over operations to the members in training, we can expect expansions in the future.
The documents she handed me had the base system mechanics and member information. It was easy to read.
Our company's members are currently starting training at 0, so I thought it'd be good for when they try to take in new techniques.
You really know a lot of things. You've always been a hard worker, and that must have gotten you to where you are. I was getting a bit sappy, but her explanation couldn't be more logical, so I approved the changes. It was about to be 2 weeks since the project start. It's been smooth sailing, and we are really getting through things. It's all thanks to our members being on the same page, and Uki carefully listened to our clients' terms.
I fixed the schedule management end, so I'll help with screen work.
Oh, that helps. Please work on the inputs, outputs, and definitions.
Got it.
The basic layout was at its final stages, and we were trying to get over our first challenge as the system development team. We could finish everything all at once, but we'll put in regular breaks and maintain focus.
By the way, have Tsurukawa-san and Soma-san been going out for a while?
Going out?
Huh? Oh, we've known each other since university. It's a bit strange that she'll be so shaken up. It's been a long time that I've known her. If I think about it, it might be close to 10 years.
It hasn't been that long. We were still students, so I think about 6 years.
Oh, really? You're always brilliant. People called you a walking dictionary or human HDD.
Stop it. I don't really like those nicknames.
Really? My apologies. We were chatting relaxedly when the door opened and someone came storming in. What?
Director Tsuboi, I brought the engineer that I was talking about the other day.
Tsurukawa, who came bursting in, brought with her some young engineers.
Promise? What are you talking about?
Tsurukawa pushed aside Tsuboi-san and placed her engineers in random seats.
Here you go. This is the paperwork. That one is the PM, Tsuboi-san. So always follow the PM's orders. Don't accidentally talk to that high school dropout. Good?
Yes. What are you saying? Where did you get that in the first place?
Could you, a high school dropout, please not talk back to me? An elite university graduate?
She's done a plenty of selfish things until now, but this time was not to be ignored. Forget that. How did you put in the BPs? What about the budget? What are you gonna have them do in the first place?
If a high school dropout like you is here, our big project will be ruined. So, even Tsuboi-san has agreed that we portion 20% of the tasks and my sales department will do it.
No one said anything like that.
Relax. I'm a university graduate and brilliant, so everything will go well.
It's possible to force her out, but she borrowed people from BP, so there could be guarantees or we could be sued. I sighed and asked Uki for a favor. Please delegate the tasks, and let's examine the skill sheets.
Yes, sir.
I pray my headache doesn't get worse than this. Work resumed from the next day. The 3 newcomers were SEs and a fresh PG. The problem was Tsurukawa, who was sitting in the office for some reason. When I talked to the engineers,
Don't speak to them, dropout. What if your dumbness is contagious?
she has a fit like this. So I had to ask Uki to relay messages for everything. Dark clouds gathered around our once hoped-for project. Tsurukawa came in the next day too, for some reason.
Is that okay, security-wise?
Stop. It's no joke. It's understandable that the other members are uneasy. As for me, I feel a hole forming in my stomach. Normally, in a development setting, we block the outside world from our networks, but we make it limited. This is to prevent viruses. I can't imagine she's doing anything that important, so I'm all nerves. On top of that, when I relay a message, Tsurukawa has begun to have a tantrum. So, I became isolated, but then Tsuboi-san started asking me questions.
Soma-kun, what is the meaning of all this?
It's... Actually, this person was a complete beginner when it comes to system development. According to Uki, this company was top class in hard drive production, but externalized inner parts. So, there aren't many people in the company who are knowledgeable. That's why this project was created this time around. He's really passionate. Tsuboi-san was a generation above us in age, but passionate to learn and studied alongside the members every day. I genuinely respected him for it, but it seems there was someone who took it all the wrong way.
It seems like Tsuboi-san is starting to realize your uselessness.
6 months later, development was running a week late. Starting today, we would link the systems and run tests.
Please run the test.
She's really taking on the PL role. She's really taking on the PL role. I was laughing weakly when the SCs ran the test. We thought things would go smoothly.
Error? The system stopped.
In a blink, the office was enveloped in nerves.
This is what happens when you have a low-level dropout around. I wasn't wrong.
We let Tsurukawa shout like a slain monster, and each person went to investigate their part of the project. We spent that whole day checking and rechecking, but no matter what, the test failed. It's not just me. The blood had drained from everyone's face, except for one.
No problems were found in all parts.
What's going on?
It's pointless for a brainless person to think about it. Get out of here!
It was the final straw. Why do I have to be insulted like this by this person? I stood up and glared at Tsurukawa. That was when...
The framework is different, isn't it? And the error code too. Look.
What?
That's not possible. We created it according to the handbook.
What?
I thought of something, and I looked at the computer screen belonging to the engineer that Tsurukawa brought in.
Wait! You can't just look at a BP's computer.
Where did you get this? Don't tell me you just took it without asking.
It's my right. I'm in sales, so I understood the specifications, and I gave it to the BP.
Tsurukawa-kun, you're fired. Pack up your things now and get out.
Huh? What are you saying? This is wrongful termination. I'll sue you.
Tsurukawa was furious, face red. Tsuboi-san kept his smile as he pulled out a stack of papers from his desk.
This, all the trouble you've caused until now, and the total cost of them. Also, this is the invoice for the BPs you employed on your own accord. You're paying for it all.
Huh? That's because...
I don't recall signing off on that paperwork, and the sales manager says they don't remember approving it either. You made it without permission, right?
Falsifying contracts is not forgivable. We could get the police involved for this.
Because if I didn't do this...
Then, you shouldn't have been messing around. You messed up from the start.
The invoices in Tsuboi-san's hand showed a number that could buy a house. She left the company. As a small act of goodwill, we didn't involve the cops. From then, time passed peacefully, and the system was safely delivered to Magikoi Industries. More time passed, and suddenly, we received Tsuboi-san's wedding invite. Magikoi Industries' CEO was obviously enraged. Of course, if you acted like this at his longtime subordinate's wedding, he would be angry.
Sir, please listen. I was wrongfully terminated. All of this was because of this dropout.
My daughter's fiancé did what?
So... what?
I'm asking you what my daughter's fiancé did.
Out of all people? You're letting her marry a dropout? Low-class liar like this?
Tsurukawa's skull-ratting, high-pitched laugh echoes across the hall.
Sir, do you not love your precious daughter? Normally, if you loved your kid, you'd pick a guy with a background.
Soma-kun graduated MIT at 18 years old.
MIT?
We talked about this when I first met Tsurukawa, but it seems like she didn't remember. Actually, my years of experience were unbelievable if I didn't drop out and work, so she just assumed I was a dropout. It's amazing that she could put someone down like this based on an assumption.
Then, why is he working as an engineer at such a small company like that? It doesn't make sense.
Soma-kun was originally in charge of the US Magikoi company, and right now he's just in Japan to relay tasks.
Yes, after I graduated MIT, I was working at the biggest system development company in the US, Magikoi Systems. Then...
I see. I knew you were different from the others.
I shuddered at her sudden purring voice. Not only that, she started to hang onto my arm flirtatiously. I'm sure her losses were crazy, so she came here to find a worthy investment. But me? She really doesn't listen to people. She has real short-term thinking. I was about to swat Tsurukawa's arm away because I was creeped out, when Uki split us up.
Oh? You're quite forward with a person you used to hurl insults at incessantly.
What? This is none of your...
Or did you let the young CEO of Koiteki Systems slip away and you're desperate? I don't think you've paid for the engineers that you forced into our project the other day. 3 PGs unpaid for half a year. Of course he'd run.
Why do you know that?
Did you think you wouldn't be found out? If you're that obvious with your favoritism, of course people will know. What you've done, it's well known throughout the industry. Don't think you can just switch jobs like last time.
What? Why would you go that far?
That's because there's no way you could forgive someone who belittles your future husband to no end. And when things get sticky, she makes googly eyes, right?
What? Does that mean you... the CEO's daughter?
Oh, you shouldn't get on this person's bad side. I made a vow to myself.
Why do bad things always happen to me? It's not fair. You guys should be unhappy too.
Tsurukawa yelled belligerently and got plucked out by security. The timing was terrible, but I felt great knowing that I'll probably never see Tsurukawa again. The reception was ruined this time, but we held a huge party with the client CEO's money on a later day. We're doing a fresh start.
What? It'll be nothing compared to your ceremony.
The CEO said. My future father-in-law was smiling widely. A year later,
Congratulations!
Uki and I were able to have our wedding. As he said, it was quite the wedding. After that, Tsurukawa was taken back home by her parents, and she's slowly paying back her debts. My company and her father's company formed a secure partnership, and the future seemed safe. A lot happened, but I have a wife who supports me and who I can lean on. We hope not to laugh at others, but to move forward day by day.